don't lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my ring. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used, honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Lucky 56. Gone. Hot. Watch him now, Barney. Hot.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mayfield. Now he's flushed out left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Now, Barney.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Let's go. Come on, gotta go.
Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Lock in. Behind.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, complete to Miller. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. Coverage there by Brian-Body Calhoun.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Leopard, Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they'll find Akins there, complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Detroit!
From the gun, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Leopard! Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped a double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 catches for him now in the 1st half of this Super Bowl. It's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Again, this is Chubb. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll begin the drive with Howard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing here, Trubisky. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Huh, interesting. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. 2nd down, Mayfield. Now he's forced out left. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch it now, Barney!
Working out of the gun. Mayfield underneath for Johnson. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Mayfield off the play fake. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They go play action. Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The Browns send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. This is fielded at the goal line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Escapes the sack. And they drop it for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mayfield now on second down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! Hot!
Mayfield to throw it. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They go play action with Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Come on, gotta go. You see it?
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Go.
On 1st down, Trubisky. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 54 yards. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
No, check, Patriot!
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mayfield down. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. 5th catch of the game for him there. Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. Mayfield looks to throw, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect the pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They go with Chubb on second down, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And Miller with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll give to Howard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Howard. Oh, good move. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 36 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical. Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's back to throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one. Back to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost. Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10.
Hey, 18.
Looking here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Back to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Only it's hard to figure, but you can live with short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. That's complete. It's Gordon. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. That'll bring up second down. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Here's Mayfield. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Mayfield to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And now it's second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. To the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout called. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Party. Detroit.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And this is caught. A play for the ages. It's a touchdown to win the Super Bowl on the final play.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I had given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and there in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crown. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
for the queen.